was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Can't be like a horse with blinkers.
Honestly say, I was about to have sex and then I pulled
crap, but it's nice.
Case on the Zuma picture. I feel bad on that because it's disgracing, man. How would you like people taking photos of you or even painting something and like showing your genitals and that? People for a president, actually. It's not right, you know?
It's an insult, Joe. It's an insult to all cultures.
President here to Siniki respect because our president is trying to make him communicate with other countries. Sibe country one, sibe different situation. This is of mana uluvo all needs from other countries to our countries. So Boboni Gucci president here to slow profile by signal it doesn't have a dignity, for instance. So it's embraced to my country.
I saw the picture and I think as our president to be portrayed in that light it's really, you know, it's bad. It looks bad and it obviously portrays a completely different image of him, of how we see our president. And whatever the motive, if I understand, you know, that it's art and art is about expressing yourself. But I don't think the motivation should really be that, you know, discriminating and that harsh, because it's really, it's an expression of art, if you may, but it's a harsh one. And it just seems to me that there's an ulterior motive to that paint being made.
My thoughts on the painting is that the guy should be sued for what he done for the painting because it's wrong. He's our president. Everyone should have respect to him. It doesn't matter what he does or what he done in the past, because there's the past and there's the future. He's our president. We must have respect because we must look up to him. Yes, he's our president. And the painting where they show these testicles, I think that is wrong. That is not.
They have to put the underpants on.
Underpants or something on, because that is uncalled for. That is wrong.
I think the painter tries to emphasize the fact that his life is always broadcast on TV. Now why should his genitals should also be shown, you know what I mean? Because if he's getting married, everything is just, he just wants the spotlight on him. So why don't you just bring your entire body, then we can have the whole spotlight on you. You're almost the president of South Africa. You know what I mean?
I think what they did was very wrong, because not only is it our president, he is trying to make everything right. As far as you can see, he is trying, and everybody should like give him his power to try and make everything right, not ruin his reputation. I know some people don't like Zuma, but still he's our president and he is our leader, and we have to respect him.
It's unfair, I think, because he's also a human being like us and he don't deserve it. It's not discrimination, most men. Imagine who would not like to ask example if they now do it to me. I wouldn't like it.
I think that the actual paintings, they had the freedom to paint whatever they wanted, because we have the freedom to express ourselves. But also at the same time, you can't express yourselves in a manner that will ruin the conception of our president. And we must keep in mind that he's always a leader in our country. So we mustn't break him down in any manner. I think they had a right to express themselves, but I think they also in a way they overstepped their right and their freedom.
Whoever done it, I think that is like unprofessional away. In terms of okay, no wenze art yakhe yabona no broadcast yakhe kabantu, but throw Zuma with the dick out.
His isidima sika Zuma as president yethu.
It's just a painting that people, the man's arts that painted it, so why is he getting upset? Is he feeling guilty?
Of course there's freedom of whatever in South Africa, but it is just too much now. We have to stop. We have to know, like we have to limit ourselves, because that is a big insult. We are talking about a president here.
Our president of our country.
Yeah.
For me, I think it was wrong for someone to do that, especially with the leader of the country.
You know, art is art, and it was just that guy's, you know, his expression to how he feels about art. When I find there's nothing really wrong about that painting about Zuma.
I think it's a classic, especially the naked parts like Adam and Eve though. But Zuma shame,
Yeah. So people will look down on him. They won't take him as, respect him as a president or whatsoever.
Ugezile lo mntana upente utata uZuma. Kuba uZuma unabazukulwane. Nathi singabahlali sijonge kuZuma. Uthoba isidima sika Zuma.
Ayikho right. In a way, yabona la mntu omdala lo yabo. Unabantwana unabazukulwane yabo. Bade bamkhuphe ngolahlobo like ubudoda bayo. It's not right.
He was just being totally racist, yeah, I understand? It would have had maybe a different impact if the guy was not white.
Of course. Yes, it's racist. Of course. If it was a white guy, he was not going to. He would think twice. It's because he's a black person.
He will think twice.
I can say he was racist. I think it was not good of him to do.
He was racist because there was something behind that when he was doing that painting.
Who racist lamdan? Makabanjwe. Ayengapha kwezishiki.
Racist because kangakwazi ba makathathe ntoni ufake kade kahelenzila after by expose ngale kaZuma.
And I think the painting was personal, by the way. Yes, it was personal.
I don't know about being racist though. And I asked if it's racist, okay, it's just a joke. Yeah, so no kwenzeka bakho ko racist. So no kwenzeka ba wenza joke president alapha South Africa or whatnot.
Not exactly racist. He was just trying to get more, maybe publicity on his painting as well. But also it's like a money-making, trying to sell the painting. Just because, and people, like there's a lot of talk about Zuma right now, you know, on that sex scandal and everything. So I think it's just controversy. He was just trying to make money out of controversy.
Well, I think it's just a joke, like just to mock him. Why is that now suddenly racist? You know what I mean?
A lot of things we can always conclude them to race. So I don't even want to get to that. I mean, it could have been painted by a black person. It could be painted by an Indian person. It's a message that's wrong. And I don't even think. I think when you go into race, then you're opening a different debate altogether, which fair enough is justifiable. But I think right now it's just the motive behind it and the message that picture sends.
I actually wouldn't consider it to be racist, but disrespectful, yes. But in my personal view, I don't think it's a racist.
No, he's not racist. He was just expressing his feeling, his expression to art and how he feels about art.
I don't think it's being racist, man. It's just thinking out of the box, because anyway, he's human. So it's creativity, he's doing art. Nothing wrong with that. Self-expression is called, by the way.
But I have a very funny picture. Must I show you? I won't.
Tracy, what?
Did you see it? That has been just spreading like wildfire on the internet, you know? And
like everybody has like the right to be a painter. You can like paint anybody, but like not naked, because now it was put up in a gallery. Now everybody can see like what it is, and he like feels maybe disrespected because imagine they paint you naked and they put you in a gallery. How would you feel?
I know it's such by racism because painting, nobody is on military racism. If you're not making a show, you know it's definitely.
I think the portrayal was trying to say about in the past when he still at 6 when he was accused of raping a girl. Am I right? Now I think the portrayal was trying to now make him public almost like to be bad for the. Now all of us South Africans, you want us to see the president as someone bad because he's actually reminding everyone now about the past when he raped someone, and that's why he's showing the testicles almost like he's a sex addict.
He's a sex addict, yes, because he's 17, he have how much children? Almost 20, over 20, yes. My God.
He should be punished just to teach other South Africans
No, not arrest the guy, maybe give him like some probation thing to not make paintings like that and put him aside. You know, I don't know, maybe leave the guy. But he must understand that he was in the wrong.
Maybe he was trying to portray a side that he saw or that he sees in the president. I'm not sure what that side means, but maybe that's what he was trying to do.
And maybe they were trying to show his power in his sense of being a man. That's how I think maybe they painted his nudity on there. But otherwise, I think that the painting was very well done, except for the nudity.
Okay, maybe try to lead them, to show them that Zuma, like, you know, the previous cases of Zuma, the rape cases, etc. Maybe he was just trying to show them that, you know, Zuma's not a man.
I could say so, yeah, well, not like because the president here too, humiliator, first of all, like this cares, but and I will portray art layer to get take part, that's not cool, man.
So he needs to explain what inspired him to do that piece, and maybe from then we can get answers as the public as to why would our president be painted in that light.
Because they want people to not stand with him, but stand against him.
Yeah, I think we're just telling it as it is, the naked truth. Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, it's democratic country, as it's said. So nothing wrong with that.
The message is that I say that we still should have faith in our governmental system, and we should take pride in SA's governmental system. And I say that we shouldn't take this extremely out of bounds, but there should be repercussions to what these artists have done, because it is a crime against our president.
We should respect everyone and respect their body and everything, and especially the president. He's a high person he's a president. It's wrong.
Whoever was respecting Zuma as a president, I think they must go on.
Let him do his best. At least so respect him as a professional guy. If you tease him, then you can't tease him, and then you can't reach a and then they take us for nonsense. So yeah, respect each other.
You must respect everybody's rights and privacy, because the painter can't just come around and paint you naked, because how does that look for everybody else? What if other people from other countries come here and they see what South Africans are painting of the president? It's like disrespectful.
We should respect our leaders, because they are there to fight for us. They are here to make life much better for us, easier for us, because most of us, we are not working, some of us, we are not educated. So he's trying by all means to come and satisfy our needs. He's trying to make things easier for us. So please, guys, let's respect our leaders.
Let's stop past. Let's move forward. Back like more based past.
Yeah, we should stop this racism thing. And yeah, start to respect one another, of which now we are blacks now, they are leaders of the country, so I think we should accept that and, you know, try to live as a nation. I think
they should fight for amalungelo wabo, because lando system as Zuma as president, and then they should fight for it, like for by isuswe la painting.
My isuswe la painting Zuma, isuswe tu ingabonakali nangechengeni.
As much as we have freedom of speech and everything like that, we should think before we do things, especially with people that are leading the country. Because it's not just the whole painting. It's not something that was like happening in South. It was happening in South Africa, but it went all over. You know what I mean? All over the world. So we have to respect our president, because he's there for a reason. He's there to lead us.
I think we should focus on the real problems in South Africa and stop focusing on the dumb things like paintings that are just making other people happy at home, and it's his own humor, you know, and focus on the real problems that are out there. There's people suffering out here on Long Street, even on the streets. No food, no houses, housing schemes, proper RDP houses, you know, that's also helping the people instead of focusing on stupid things.
You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong. You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger.